All right, what's good, everybody on YouTube, man? It's your boy J Will for real. And I'm coming at you with the next video of how to play online, play now online. So we got the Milwaukee Bucks this time, and the Milwaukee Bucks are particularly interesting for me, especially defensively, because of their twin towers, man. Their double big lineup with Brook Lopez, who is leading the league in block shots. And then you obviously got Giannis, who, in my honest opinion, is the best defensive player on the planet. Like I said, the toughest part with playing with this team, I would say, would be more offensively, just due to the, limited capabilities of each player. And, of course, you're going to get yours with Giannis. You're going to get your bully ball. You're going to get your dunks. You're going to get your garbage buckets, you're going to get your transition buckets, and you're going to get yours with Giannis. But when you play good teams, they're going to make other people beat you. And that's what this team sort of lacks outside of Chris Middleton. We're going to jump into this game, man. In this game, we got the Golden State Warriors. So this is a great matchup to showcase, how good, like I say, specifically defensively, how good the Milwaukee Bucks are. Playing a team like, the Golden State Warriors, how well they space the floor and move. So as you can see on the matchup, man, they got a 99 offensive rating while the Bucks have a 99 defensive rating. So you kind of got a unstoppable object going against an immovable force. A battle of the Titans today with, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors. A great offense versus a great defense. Okay, so you got me pausing right here, and I'm going to go through my defensive settings. And you can see I pretty much play tight on everyone. Then I go in here and specifically, make, manual changes for, specific players such as Steph Curry. I make sure I put Drew Holiday on Steph and just really make Steph work, man. Just really make Steph work. So as you can see right here on the on-ball screen setting, I got go over. Just because if you leave that on auto, man, sometimes the defense, the computer will make a decision to go under sometimes for whatever reason. Maybe the situation, it feels like it's easier to go under, or sometimes there isn't even a good reason for them to go under. They just do. But when you make this manual switch to do that, to make that go over, you eliminate, those 6-9 points that they got for free because the computer made a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? So I go in and make that decision myself. I also hard hedge on Steph just because a lot of times I already know how people play with Steph. They like to use the screen and string it out real wide, so it's a long closeout, and let it fly with Steph, who got all type of blinders and dead eye. So, and obviously a 99-3. So I like to hedge it and really just be physical with Steph, man. You have to be physical, knock him off his lines, and bump him when he's doing all this running around. So that's my philosophy on that. Like, I want Drew to really stay on Steph, and I believe Drew can stick with him. On Klay Thompson, I don't do that much on Klay because Klay is not the ball handler that Steph is. So you pretty much just have to make sure he's good off the ball. On how we guarding Draymond Green, so I personally, I like to have moderate on Draymond. Like I said, this is the guy in the offense that we would like to shoot. We call this a win if Draymond Green is the one shooting the three. Hop in here to my offensive settings. Like I said, I changed my freelance as I do every time. I do my offense pretty much the same every time. So this is very important right here, man. So I also, after I make my offensive changes, let's back up. So you see right here, I go to my coach settings. I go down here. I go to team communication. I change this over to defense only. So team communication is there's little tags and messages above their heads that tell. It's basically talking to each other what they're doing, whether they're switching, whether they're hedging, whether they're in help, not help, whatever the case may be. You can see what the computer is doing when you turn this on. And then right here I go to receiver control, and it's usually on whatever it is, but I change it to a handoff. I change it to handoff / pitch pass. And that way, when I hold B, or if you're on PlayStation, if you hold circle, instead of, you turning into the off-ball guy and controlling him fully, it's just gonna make the off-ball guy come to the ball and get a handoff. And for me, that's what I would prefer. Now, the full receiver control is cool for off-ball players such as like Steph, Clay, those kind of guys. If you want to play like that, and I definitely will have times where I would rather use that. But in this instant, I'm going to use the handoff option. Yeah. So I make the mid-range with Giannis right there, which a lot of people, you might not see that too much, but he can definitely knock the mid-range down now. And you can see I'm fighting over the screen with Jrue Holiday, forcing the illegal screen. And those are the type of problems you can give people with Jrue Holiday. So, you can let the computer do what he do, but you can also force the issue with Jrue Holiday. As you can see, we're getting some good pressure with Giannis kicking out to Chris Middleton, just can't knock it down. Right here, we got the game tied 7-7. But I'm getting some quick runouts with Giannis, kick out to Jrue Holiday, and there's Jrue Holiday again, making a play, knocking it down. Just the type of stuff this team can do on defense with, especially to me, the best defender in the world, Giannis Antetokounmpo, as he gets to slide over in the contest right there. And pay attention, man. I made the sub out for Jrue, and got Javon Carter in. The Milwaukee Bucks have a nice rotation, man. So you have to make sure you're utilizing this deep rotation, not only to get other players in, because these guys are good players, but it's also, and mainly for me, to get proper rest for my starters. So right here, I'm subbing Jrue Holiday back in, but I'm taking Giannis out. So you always want to keep a good balance. And I still have Javon Carter, so I actually have Jrue Holiday in as an off-ball guard, but he's specifically in for Steph Curry. So regardless if Jrue is the point or the two, like I said, I got him set in the defensive settings that, he's guarding Steph. He's here to make Steph life hard, you know what I'm saying? But like right now, I'm giving Giannis a break. And now I have the other starters in that can kind of, flank him in a way. And then when he goes out, the starters can kind of flank. And it all kind of works itself out. We have Jrue Holiday and Brook Lopez hot. So right here, I don't have Jordan Poole's settings the way I have Steph Curry. So in theory, this should be, I should have hedged a little higher right here, knowing that the threat of Jordan Poole. But I didn't think he's been hitting the roll man a lot. So I played the Tennessee, and sometimes you play the Tennessee, you get burned. And you always take things that the offense does and you just put it in the back of your head. You don't get mad, you don't get frustrated, you just put it in the back of your head and use it for the next possession. As I get the and one with Giannis getting by James Wiseman. So again, I get the rebound and I see Kevon Looney trying to stop ball. I'm just forcing the issue, man. And it's gonna have help come over. Missed the three, but Giannis is just being Giannis. So Jrue Holiday is still high. I'm gonna allow Jrue Holiday's computer to guard Steph, because I know that's a problem within itself. And I'm gonna just play free safety with Giannis over here mucking stuff up. Brook Lopez getting the block. So we back in the game. I got a lot of subs in right now. Basically, only starter in right now is Giannis and Grayson Allen. So I'm just looking to basically carry this team with Giannis right now while he has his takeover. This is also a good strategy to use. When you do achieve that takeover with your stars, that is the time to rest your other guys, because you're going to be feeding the star anyways, right? You're going to be using the star the most. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, while he's going to go 8 mode, let your other players rest and watch the show for a second. Then when they come back in, now they fresh. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep that wheel churning, man. It's a nice cycle to have. Here I'm up high on the hedge. and then the recovery. This is why I feel like Giannis is the best defender in the league, and especially in 2K, because, and it's not because, you know, the stats all the time. It's because it's because of what he can do mobility wise. Like, so okay, we got Steph Curry, obviously is calling for the screen, you know, to get away from this man and get a 3 off. Okay, we have one of the best hedge men in the game. Like I said, again, because of his mobility. So we can step really high and really dissuade him shooting that 3. So now we got Steph. I mean, yeah, he could probably make that, but, you know, he's thinking about that now. So now he sees in his head his man is open, right? So, of course, he hits him. But the speed of Giannis able to close that gap and essentially play 2 at one time is just unmatched, man. As we don't get the block, but we get the contest. Again, so earlier we had Jordan Poole come off a screen, knock a 3 down. So we have this same situation again, but now I have Giannis in. So we're super high on the hedge. We're almost forcing him to shoot the gap for the split, but no one typically does that because it's also dangerous. It can get plugged. So I always get real high, man. Y'all see where I'm at. I'm way above the 3-point line. This is very high, but Giannis is mobile enough to, he's comfortable out here. I go for the bump. I actually missed the bump, so he's open. But I already know he sees James Wiseman rolling to the rim with all this open space. So my anticipation is the computer will handle the ball handle. That's his man. I'm going to sprint back and try to be able to make a play on James Wiseman. So right there, he didn't even make the correct pass. So that just shows you sometimes if you rush people and get them out, just out of comfort, they may make, you know, a mistake, and that will play into your hands. So now he's throwing the ball all over the place, trying to get it to who he was trying to get it to. And he goes for another screen, and I know where he wants to go because he made a mistake the first time. So I'm sprinting down there again. He catches the ball really and not a threat to score, so I just wall up. I don't jump. Actually, I do because it was low shot clock. But we get the missed bucket. We're pushing in transition. And I'm just going to go to the rim, man. Giannis just being Giannis with 25 points in the first half alone. So we come out in the second half up 15, looking to put this game away. I got Drew Holiday. I'm going to punish Steph Curry. Got a 49% cover. Hey, I'll live with that. If he's having to make threes like that consistently, I will live with the percentages. Get up and do it again. So right here, I got Drew Holiday just making him turn, sitting on that hip, knowing he gonna cross back and get back in the play right here. Another good contest. This time it give me a 50-something%. So like I said, play the percentages, man. He can't make all of them like that. I mean, if he does, you just have to pat him on the back and move on. But just keep playing hard. You just have to keep playing hard. So right here, you're going to see me get into a play. So one of the plays I chose in the beginning, we finna get into it right here. So right here, I'm going to use quick 5-out 2, which is basically it's a 5-out offense where it's like a double down screen for a shooter. I'm going to let it play out. It's going to have the ball handler started over here on this side, and it takes a swing for it to activate. Once the swing initiates, the two guys go down screen, and we got the shooter out the corner coming up to the top of the key, and it's a good shot. So right here we do the play again, but this time we're gonna flow into the pick and roll and improvise from there, because the initial quick hitting shot was taken away. So y'all gonna be able to see both options this game. So right here we do the same play from the same side and everything, but this time we got Chris Middleton down in the corner. So we initiate the ball swing reversal, and it starts to play. I'm peeping him over here, and I see he kind of, he's kind of figuring out the play. I could quick dot right here. I could quick dot, Bobby Portis won it. But I just want to, let the play out. So I get it to the specified shooter. Kuminga is actually there. So boom, we get into the pick and roll. But he sees it. He sees everything unfolding. So he's helping a little too hard with James Wiseman. I identify it, and I make the correct pass to the corner. Bobby Portis can shoot that and can make that. And that's going to be pretty much it for this game, man. We up 20 plus points. So it's pretty much ball game. As you can see, Giannis with a monster game, 33 and 14. That's all I got for this video, man. Let me know how I did. Let me know how you think about using the Milwaukee Bucks, if you would use them the same as me, similar to me, or completely different than me. You know what I'm saying? Give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know a team that you would like for me to do on the next video. I got a few in mind, but you know what I'm saying? I would love to hear your input. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jay Will for real. I'm out. Peace.